What makes people all over America break down and cry like this? Call 1-900-9099-CRY and hear it for yourself. $2 for the first minute, 45 cents each additional minute. If you're under 18, ask your parents before you call. 1-900-9099-CRY.
I came into contact with somebody from one of the big four, ended up becoming kind of a mentor to me. He's now a member of our club.
Man, when I first saw my first Hell's Angel standing there, I was like, that's what I want to be, man.
If you're running a three-piece, just like it is truly an outlaw standard. Doesn't make you a one percenter, but it makes you an outlaw.
This is what I believe in, and it was awesome to see that my brothers believed in me.
It's the wolf leading the sheep, man. The sheep need to open their eyes because they about to walk off the cliff where the whole other pack of wolves are at the bottom.
If you were getting your lunch money taken before you put them rags on, if they catch you by yourself, they're going to take your lunch money again.
I try to be around the guys and hang out with them as much as possible and get to know them, because that's really what it's about.
The Hells Angels are being arraigned.
One man was stabbed in the chest, another was knocked out, who faced criminal charges, including charges of hate crimes as well as gang allegations. One defendant faces an attempted murder charge, so this certainly appears to be a widespread investigation.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Stacks. I'm your host, Bill Stacks, and today, it's official. I hate to report this, but Lonnie has passed away. Man, listen, I personally think he passed away when I reported on it the first time, but people had a big problem and blah, blah, blah. But he has officially passed away now. People are angry at this situation. They're looking for someone to blame. Hey, you can't blame me. I had nothing to do with it. Cycle Drag let him drive away on the bike. There's a lot more information. I did not know this, but I'm going to give you the full breakdown of what exactly happened. And another biker was hurt during this incident. Apparently, he crashed into somebody else, and they were injured as well. Here's the person's bike he crashed into. And here's his bike. And Cycle Drag let him drive away. That's the bottom line. Cycle Drag let him drive away, intoxicated, severely intoxicated. I mean, anybody with a little bit of compassion would have stopped that guy. People have the argument of, oh, have you ever tried to stop a drunk guy? And so what? What, you get into a little scrap with them. Big deal. Everyone walks away. But me personally, I would have stopped them. I've stopped people in the past that were too intoxicated to drive. I'm not going to let someone drive on the same roads as my family drives on intoxicated. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to just let them drive away. If I'm around and I'm able to stop them, I'm stopping them. I think Cycle Drag gave a half-hearted attempt to stop him. Hey, bud, I'm going to call Uber. But he kept saying to himself, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? He knows he should have stopped him. So now he could be facing charges. Apparently, according to Florida law, they do not play when it comes to this type of stuff. It's negligent to let somebody drive away when someone else is intoxicated. Apparently, the bartender is not going to be held responsible, but I personally think the bartender should be held responsible for this situation. I guarantee you she feels guilty as hell. Cycle Drag probably feels guilty as hell on this situation too, because he posted on his Facebook, hey, anyone know if this guy made it home safe? No, he didn't make it home safe. This is what happened. Apparently, he crashed into another motorcyclist. So before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's, brother's, sister's friend about Chatting with Stacks, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. Let me give some shout outs before we get started. Lindsay, how are you? Thank you for joining me. I appreciate everything you do. Go check out Patreon. There's a lot of content over there. I just put out a new Hell's Angel Brawl video. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Paula, how are you? Good afternoon. R.I.P. Lonnie. My personal opinion is he passed away when I first said it. Apparently, he was brain dead, and he was really in bad shape. And I heard it from multiple sources. I didn't make it up, you know? So I think they were just delayed on reporting that he passed away, and people were upset that I jumped the gun. But hey, I hear information, I confirm it, and then I usually roll with it if it's confirmed. I confirmed it from multiple sources. I wasn't making it up, you know? Scrap Iron, how you doing? Thank you for joining me today. It is a sad tragedy all the way around. And it's sad that someone else had to get hurt. So, I mean, Cycle Drag is facing massive backlash because of this situation. And there's both sides of the aisle. Some people saying it's not his fault, but there's a lot of people that say you're not welcome in Bike Week anymore. You're not welcome. You're not one of us, they keep saying. It's crazy because bikers take care of their own normally, right? I mean, what if it was your family member that he crashed into and hurt them? Like, no, you need to stop someone. If someone's under the influence like that, you don't videotape them driving away. You intervene. I don't think that guy would have gave him a problem. He wasn't really a threat. He was too intoxicated to be a threat. So, I mean, me personally, I would have stopped it. I would have stopped him. Will, how you doing? Jaman, how are you? R.I.P. Lonnie. It is sad, man. Stacks, I watched the video of Lonnie R.I.P. Sad all around. Definitely is. What's going on, Craig? Definitely a sad situation, but unfortunately, it happens a lot more than you know. Yeah, but do people videotape it right before it happens? I don't think that happens a lot. You know, where someone had a chance to intervene, but chose to videotape it instead of intervening. That's where I find an issue. Put the damn camera down and stop him from driving away. He knew that he shouldn't have been driving. Mountain Woman, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. It's sad. I mean, it is. We had a kickstand rule, easy to figure out. It's the tell. Oh, if someone keeps their kickstand down and it's scraping along the ground, I mean, that's a pretty easy way to tell, right? But there is a funeral expense to pay for Lonnie's funeral. So if you guys want to donate, I will put a link. They need help with cremation. They raised $1,600 already. They're going for $10,000. I don't know why they would need $10,000. It only costs $1,500 to cremate someone. I don't know. Maybe they're doing a monument or something. I don't know. Maybe they're putting a gravestone. But I don't know why it would be that much money. But that's what it says here. It says Lonnie is strong-minded, opinionated individual with an endless supply of knowledge and deep love for motorcycles. He hasn't always been surrounded by family, but he's built a close network of friends and now is being supported by those who care about him most, including several bartender staff on Main Street. I hope it's not the ones that fed him the alcohol that killed him, because, I mean, they're part of the problem, I think. And you could hate me and give me backlash all you want, but you don't feed someone that much alcohol and let them leave and jump on their motorcycle. Whoever gave him the alcohol, shame on you. And I know your little friends are going to see this on Facebook, and I really don't care. I think that the bartender responsible for giving Lonnie the drinks is partly responsible for this situation. That's my personal opinion. And you could do with it what you want. I really don't care about other people's opinions. It says, after moving to Florida with me, his roommate, so this is his roommate that wrote this, Lonnie is truly living his best life, embracing new adventures and building new memories. Recently, Lonnie was involved in a serious motorcycle accident on the 1600 block of A1A in Seaview. The incident has brought unexpected challenges and stress to everyone who cares about him. We feel it's only fair and human for Jack to donate the earnings from those videos to his fundraiser out of good faith. It says Lonnie passed on at 10:22 p.m. on 10/24/25. We are raising funds to help cover any medical bills or insurance won't pay for cremation of his remains. Cremation costs $1,500. And it says they want to pay both for his services. So, I mean, once someone passes, you still got to pay the medical bills. I mean, they're going to cremate him if sometimes the state will pick up the charges. They unplugged him, right? They unplugged him on that day. Yeah, I hear he was brain dead and he was in bad shape. And they unplugged him on that day. That's sad. It says we're raising funds to help cover any medical bills, and insurance won't pay for cremation of his remains. Wait, so if he had insurance, then they should pay the medical bills. Of course, they don't pay for cremation, but cremation costs $1,500. Maybe it went up a little bit since I cremated my father, but it was $1,500 when it was done for my father. One service will be held here in Florida, and a second service will be held in Arizona. Every contribution will help ease the burden for those who care about him as they navigate this difficult journey. So I'm going to share this in the description. If you guys want to donate, I appreciate it. Anything will help. Jordan, how you doing? Now, I want to know, what do you guys think? Who do you think is responsible? It is sad, but the grown man made his own decisions. I agree with you. But, I mean, everybody's not built like that, right? Everybody's not going to stop a person that's trying to ride away. It's just how it is. It's just how people are. But don't videotape it and then try to monetize off it. This dude's trying to get paid off of watch somebody else's tragedy. That's terrible. That's me and other people are just not the same, I guess. You can't expect everyone to be like you. So this is an incident. This is a report that came out on October 24th. Major motor vehicle accident with injuries is under investigation by the Daytona Police Department. And this is great because maybe something will be done about this. October 18th, 2025, at approximately 1:07, officers with the Daytona Police Department responded to the 1600 block of North Atlantic Avenue following reports of a major motor vehicle accident with injuries. Upon arrival, officers located 2 motorcycles and 2 individuals who had sustained serious injuries. We should be trying to raise money for the guy that Lonnie hit. He's the true victim in this situation. The other person, the innocent person that Lonnie hit. Why did he need to be involved in this? He didn't. He's an innocent person. It says, they sustained serious injuries, and it should be noted that this crash occurred in an active work zone. Like where the cones are up and all that, which was properly posted with signage, barricades, and light warnings to motorcyclists of a lane reduction from 2 lanes to 1 lane. The preliminary investigation indicates that an at-fault driver, which has been identified as Lonnie Langkabel, was operating one of the motor vehicles when it struck the rear of another motorcycle traveling in front of him. The impact caused both Lonnie and the passenger of the other motorcyclist to be ejected. Lonnie was transported to the hospital where he remained in critical condition. The other rider involved in the incident was reported to be released from the hospital and is recovering. The Daytona Police Department is aware of the video circulating online that appears to show Langkabel prior to the collision. The video has been obtained and will be utilized as part of an ongoing investigation. This remains an active and ongoing investigation, and no additional information is available at this time. So the police are aware of this video, and this is the media release to the public. So I don't know. I have a feeling that Cycle Drag is going to be facing some backlash for this situation. I mean, the bottom line is he should not have posted a video like that. That's like someone's hurt, right? And instead of going and applying pressure to the wound, you just pull your camera out and film it. It's the same shit. Same shit. You just pull your phone out. You pull your phone out and film it and don't call 911. You just film it. And then you post it online, make money off it. Some people's morals are pretty twisted, you know? It's pretty wild. This video was sick. I knew it was a crash when I saw the kickstand down and his foot all cat wobbly, not flat, 100%, man. What's his name? His name was Lonnie Langkabel, something like that. Let me see. Langkabel. Langkabel. Lonnie Langkabel. All right, so here's another story that they wrote on October 24th. Lonnie Langkabel, motorcycle accident, Daytona Beach, Florida. Family and friends mourn the loss of Florida man killed in tragic crash. Now, this was published on the 24th, same day that he apparently passed away. So the motorcycle community is mourning the loss of Lonnie Langkabel, who tragically passed away following a severe motorcycle accident in Daytona Beach. He has been hospitalized in Halifax emergency room, and the doctors remain minimal brain activity before ultimately succumbing to his injuries. Lonnie was known by the nickname of Hazard. He was larger-than-life personality with a passion for motorcycles, community events, and living life on his own terms. Though his passing comes amid tragedy, those who knew him remember the infectious energy, sense of humor, and unshakable confidence. He lived boldly, sometimes recklessly, obviously, but always with authenticity. Friends described Lonnie as loyal, outspoken, deeply connected to the biker family. He wasn't afraid to stand up for what he believed in. He had a strong presence both on and off the road. I mean, isn't a lot of this, what they're saying here, ironic? They say he was sometimes reckless. Is that an understatement? He's extremely reckless. I mean, you got to put the blame where the blame should go, and the blame goes 100% on Lonnie. But partial blame should go on the bartender that fed him all the drinks that killed Lonnie. Another part of the blame should go to Cycle Drag for whipping his camera out and filming him driving away instead of intervening, which he should have done. Listen, I'm just going to call it like it is. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to call it exactly like it is. A lot of people don't like the truth, but that's the truth. There's a lot of factors that went into play here. And the other person that was hit by Lonnie is an innocent victim. So Lonnie's not the victim at all. Lonnie's a victim of himself. The bottom line is Lonnie was reckless. He hurt somebody on the road. A bartender fed him the drinks that caused Lonnie to jump on his bike and hurt someone on the road. People are taking all their frustration out on cycle drag. But the bottom line is Lonnie is responsible for Lonnie. Cycle drag could have put an end to it, but really, if you weigh it in, it wasn't cycle drag's responsibility to stop another grown man who just drank up a whole bunch of drinks at a bar, and the bartender let him walk out, let him keep his keys on him. You should know if somebody's a little wobbly, pay attention to your customers and maybe take care of them. You guys claim to care about people, but you let them leave the bar drunk. So I'm just going to call it like it is. And you could be mad or hate me if you want. I'm cool with that. I don't need friends anyway. It says, friends describe him as outspoken, deeply connected to biker. His biker family, wasn't afraid to stand up for what he believed in, strong presence on and off the road. His circle of friends and fellow riders continued to express heartbreak, frustration, and reflection over the circumstances surrounding his accident, emphasizing the importance of accountability, safety within their community. Lonnie's passing services is a sobering reminder of how quickly life can change. Despite the controversy surrounding the events leading up to the accident, his loved ones hope this story will inspire others to make safer choices and look out for one another. He will be remembered not only for his adventurous spirit and fearless lifestyle, but also for the way he made people laugh and feel seen. Lonnie's impact on the Daytona Beach biker scene is beyond and will not be forgotten. Says details of the memorial arrangements and gathering in Lonnie's honor will be announced by his family and friends at a later date. I mean, it's a sad situation all around, but Lonnie is not the victim. Lonnie created victims in this case. You got to do better out there. From the bartender to cycle drag to Lonnie. Everybody needs to learn from this situation. If someone's too drunk, you see them leaving, you don't pull your camera out and film it. The bartender, you need to be aware of the people you're serving alcohol. Are they too drunk to drive? Should I take their keys? You don't just let them drive and then cry that, oh, poor him. You let them leave. So everyone else is a victim, right? You guys are all victims. It's sickening. It really is. But anyway, if you guys want to donate and help out, they do have cremation and funeral services that are going to be going on. I'm going to put the link in the description of this video. If you can donate, please donate. A couple dollars, $1, anything will help. If a lot of people donate $1, I'm sure it will help quite a bit. 50,000 people donated $1, it's $50,000. I mean, but let's just do better. People need to do better. All this people are trying to blame people, and it's just people do got to take responsibility for their actions. And it's like the butterfly effect, right? So the GoFundMe link is in the description. Craig, how you doing? I think this is the right one that's in the description. Let me make sure. I mean, a lot of people out there are playing the victim, and it's just crazy. All right, so in other news, a 39-year-old woman has passed away. She's dead after a motorcycle crash near Pony Pool, Ontario. Pony Pool, Ontario province, are investigating a fatal motorcycle crash in Karawatha Lakes area. Police say officers responded to reports of an ejected motorcyclist on the southbound lanes of the Highway 115 near Porter Road, east of Pony Pool in the city of Karawatha Lakes on Saturday afternoon. They say a 39-year-old woman who was driving a motorcycle was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say that officers from the Peterborough County OPP dispatched at the time of the incident, and they continue to investigate. A section of the Highway 115 southbound lane was closed for several hours, but has since been reopened. Anyone with information or video footage of the crash is asked to contact police. So there's a lot of stuff going on. If you haven't joined Patreon, Mark, what's going on? If you haven't joined Patreon, you need to check it out. There is a video of Hell's Angel brawl with another bike club out of, I think, Argentina. So there was a world run. There was a Hell's Angels world run in Argentina. And the Hell's Angels had it out with another club. And it's all on video. Every bit of it. There was a big brawl in the street, a shooting, and then later on that night, there was another brawl. I got all the videos. They're posted on Patreon right now. So go check them out. It was the Teleches. I don't even know how to pronounce that. But this is the club that was brawling with the Hells Angels. It was a bunch of men in vans. You could see some of the prospects. You could see clearly the Hells Angels cuts. And they're brawling out in the street. Another video. So then that one video in the middle of the intersection ends in gunfire and people scattering. And then there's another video. It's on a sidewalk and people are just throwing blows at each other, like serious blows. And I don't know where all this hostility is coming from, but it's pretty wild. It's a wild video. Go check it out. I got a video put together for you guys of a bunch of little clips from different videos. So we're going to take a look at that. Check this out. Now, what would you do if someone did this to your bike? That hurts. It hurts to watch. I apologize in advance for this video. What do? You come out of the bar and someone's doing this shit to your bike. Not the stick. Not the stick. No. Oh, not the bags. No. Even stabbed the seat. Booze has been a part of the culture from the beginning, both MC or civilian. We lose many bikers to cages and many to drinks. R.I.P. Yeah, but this guy, he crashed into someone else. I mean, he hurt another biker. Who's to blame for that? Lonnie's to blame for that. So we should be raising money for the other bikers' expenses. Lonnie's not the victim in this case. Lonnie doesn't have to pick up the pieces to him driving drunk. Everyone else does. Everyone else gets to go online and play the victim. But Lonnie's not here to deal with any of this shit. So this video is, you think you're going fast, and then this happens. So I slowed it down for you guys. That's what I said, Paula says. Them dudes are flying. All right, so this guy's riding along, right? And the next guy's riding along, and his pants blow off. Watch this. He's going so fast that his pants blow off. Travis, what's up? Look at his pants just blew off. I figured you guys liked the dog riding a bike. I thought it was funny. The dog's riding from the cops. Oh, shit. Travis, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining me today. So, yeah, Lonnie has officially passed away. And it's terrible because there's another biker suffering because of Lonnie's recklessness. And if Cycle Drag would have stopped him, he wouldn't have smashed into another biker. This is Lonnie's bike after the accident. Here's a picture of Lonnie. That's when he first got his bike. That's the one he crashed, I believe. Fucking nice bike, too. So there's a situation with the Banditos. See if I can find it. Ooh, this is a wild story. If you guys haven't heard, down in Philadelphia, the drug-ridden community of Kensington, right? It's crazy. You guys have seen videos. I've been down there. I've shot videos down there, interviewed people. It's crazy down there. So the feds, they're like, oh, no, we're not doing this shit no more. So they started investigating. Boom. And they went in. They swooped in. They arrested a whole bunch of people that are involved with crazy criminal activities, selling drugs and all that down there in Kensington. Bunch of people under arrest. They got money, drugs, guns, all kinds of stuff. So there's indictments are flying down there in Kensington. There's another story. I don't know if you guys are aware of this one. A bus full of people, passengers burn alive after bus erupts into a fireball after crash with a motorcycle. A motorcycle crashed into a luxury coach with at least 25 people dying in a fire. That's a terrible way to go. Passengers burned alive after a horrifying blaze broke out on a coach following a crash. At least 25 people died. Dozens of travelers became trapped on a luxury bus after a motorcycle crashed into the vehicle on Friday morning. The inferno quickly ripped through the coach within minutes in southern India. The horror tragedy happened when a vehicle was speeding on the highway near Cornwall district. A few of the desperate passengers were able to smash a window and escape the fire, leaving people with minor injuries. Other people were unable to escape at the time and were burned to death before authorities could arrive to help. A senior police officer said the coach was traveling between cities when the motorbike slammed into the speeding bus from behind. The motorcycle became stuck and dragged along with the coach for some time. The sparks from the motorbike pulling along the road caused the coach's fuel tank to burst into a fireball and quickly burn through the bus, police revealed. As the smoke started spreading, the driver stopped the bus and tried to put the fire out by using a fire extinguisher, but the fire was so intense he couldn't control it. Many passengers were sleeping when the collision happened. At least 25 people were killed, including the motorcyclists. About 15 people rescued from the fireball were admitted to the hospital. Forensic teams worked with police at the horror scene. India's prime minister said he extended his condolences to the families of those tragically killed on Friday morning. This following devastating incident in Uruguay on Wednesday, where 63 people lost their lives when two buses collided on a motorway. The horrific crash triggered a massive pileup on a major highway. The driver traveling in the opposite direction were attempting to overtake another vehicle when the collision occurred. It is reported that one of the buses swerved across the road in a desperate attempt to avoid the crash, only to collide with another coach. There's a crazy video. You know how some of them buses have another level on the top, right? So this bus is flying and it hits a bridge, and these people are on the top deck, and it slams into the bridge and it kills everybody that was sitting on the top. Crazy. I got a picture of this bus and the fire. This is a crazy situation. So this is the aftermath of the bus right here. That's just the bones of the bus. Everything is gone. So here's a video of the blaze. So that's when all the people were trapped in there. Oh, there's only 2 pictures. So I don't know if you guys seen that post I put on Facebook. Hillary Clinton is weighing in on the White House construction. Hold on, we'll get to that. So someone just posted in Daytona Bike Week 2026, the 86th annual Bike Week is coming up next year. Someone wrote, this girl Carolyn, so I was watching Cycle Drags live during Biketober rally when the gentleman Lonnie was unfortunately died on his way home from the bike rally. Everyone is arguing on whose fault it is. Well, first off, he was filming for a while on Lonnie making comments while he had his head down on his bike, barely able to stand and back his bike up. Cops were everywhere and could have changed the outcome. They would have been calling him a rat all day. First off, yes, he is a grown man. But if people truly cared, the bar would have not have served that man until he could barely walk. Can I get an amen? Huh? At least someone agrees with me. I think the bartender is to blame, and I hope it weighs heavy on whoever it is that served that man. Served him till he could barely walk, and people can't say that they didn't notice him barely able to stand up. Also, It may have cost him a ticket, but not his life. He wasn't riding his bike at the time. If someone had taken the man's keys away or even got another biker involved, they could have been saving his life. We can say it's our responsibility because he is grown, but as responsible, caring adults, someone should step up. I bet if he would have started trouble, cops would have been called, but it seems it's all about the money at these things. While I don't think Lonnie expected to die that night, a friend or good friend-hearted person doesn't let people drive drunk. It's just sad people don't intervene. Do better, people. When you see someone in trouble, it's just my opinion, she said. And I totally agree with that woman. I mean, people are arguing left and right. Blame the bartender. What about the person that served him all these drinks? Does that not matter? Oh, you just forgetting about that because it's one of what? A popular girl or something? I don't give a shit. Whoever gave him those drinks, shame on you. This other woman, Nicole, says everyone wants to point the finger to everyone, but who is really at fault here? Come on, guys. Take some accountability. You are the only ones responsible for your own actions. Is it sad? Yes. Does it suck? Yes. But quit trying to find some other people to blame other than himself. No one's ever been to a bike rally. People record stupid shit all the time. At the time he posted this, do you think he knew the outcome? Come on, be real. Take his keys. Likely it was a fob. It's not just hanging on the bike and probably in his pocket or his bag. So yeah, try to get them. Obviously the cops weren't that close to say he went to get one. More than enough time for him to take off. The guy filming was the only guy that I seen this. Nope. Thousands of people standing around. Quit trying to pass the blame. We're all adults. We're all human. Be responsible for your own self. Every rally, so many people get on their bikes drunk. Some lucky, some not so lucky. It's just sad. I agree with her too. He's responsible for himself. End of story. Let the natural selection take its course, this guy says. Yeah, but he hurt somebody else. So I think we should make a GoFundMe page for the person that was hurt by Lonnie. Because he's not the victim. The person that Lonnie hit is the victim in this case. People do not look out for each other. Absolutely an unacceptable trend nowadays. I agree with that too. All these people want to post, oh, Lonnie's poor Lonnie, poor Lonnie. Lonnie is not the victim here. The person Lonnie hit is the victim. Joe Twisted, what's going on? Thank you for joining me today. But yeah, we got a lot of great stories and shows for you guys. My old man built a shovel for me, solo seat. Little spike on the rear fender. A drunk jumped on the back and impaled himself. 20 plus bikers laughed and we continue on our ride. That is hilarious. I should get one for my girl. When I get my girl a bike, I'm going to put that on her back of her bike. So she'll probably want to put that on the back of my bike too, right? Here, we're just going to lock this in place. This thing with spikes on it. For when I'm not on it. So tomorrow we got a show coming up about a drunk man who crashed his motorcycle and left his girlfriend on the road and drove off while she was trying to recover. This dude just got up, jumped on his bike, and left her ass. Man leaves girlfriend at the scene. You don't want to miss that one. It's a pretty wild video, so we got a lot of great content on the way. Tomorrow, loved her, but now he built me. I love her as well. I call her the piglet. Oh, I got something real good on the way. You guys will be seeing it soon. So I can't talk too much about it, right? Pretty sure ex-girlfriend now. But I started working on a documentary. I can only tell you guys a little bit. I can't say too much. I'll give you guys a little Izzy, what's going on? Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for joining me, Izzy. So this was Lonnie's bike after the crash. And people don't know this, but Lonnie crashed into another biker and hurt them. So, I mean, Lonnie's not the damn victim. Lonnie is the perpetrator. So, I mean, we should be raising money for the guy that Lonnie hurt. Because his recklessness hurt somebody else. And the bartender, whoever gave him them drinks, should be ashamed of herself. I'm pretty sure I know the name of the bar where this all occurred, too. And I'm not going to put it out there like that. Because that might hurt your business. And I don't want to do that. But whoever it is, right, you need to do better. Getting a couple pictures to show you guys. So I'm working on a documentary for a major network. You guys recognize this guy? Huh? It's Billy. Shout out to Billy. If you guys haven't seen the interview with him, go check it out. I'm working on a serious documentary. You guys are going to absolutely love this. Wait till you see the characters that are involved. You're going to be like, what? Holy shit. So apparently Billy's one of them. Lonnie crashed into another bike and then got into a construction truck trailer. Big ass hole in his head. What? Damn. That's crazy. So loud. What's going on? Shout out to North Carolina. Mark, what's good? Damn, that's crazy. That's terrible, man. Lonnie did this to himself. Lonnie's not the victim. The other guy's the victim. But people are all online playing the victim themselves. They're like, oh, this is sad. Poor Lonnie. Poor Lonnie. No, Lonnie did that to himself. Come on. You got to take accountability. Lonnie hurt somebody else. And the bartender that gave him all them drinks needs to take accountability too. She probably needs to get a new job or something. Because, I mean, it's sickening how many people are online. trying to get sympathy for this situation. It's crazy. Everyone's his best friend, right? But where were you when he drove away? Nowhere to be found, huh? Listen, I'll call people out on their bullshit. They limit members to only 3 drinks because of the poor skill drinking and riding his accident. After his accident, that's a good thing. People shouldn't be drinking excessive amounts of alcohol. Hey, what's going on, Spiders Club? People should not be drinking excessive amounts of alcohol and driving motorcycles. I know people drink at every rally, right? But you got to be aware of what's going on. You have to be aware that you can hurt other people. Ken, what's good? Thank you for joining me today. Yup, I wrecked 3 months ago, and it was my fault. Speed kills. Terrible. We'll be back on tomorrow, 12 o'clock. Don't miss it. The link for the video is already out there. Here, I'll drop the link in the chat if you guys want to check out the show for tomorrow. There's a lot of new information I'm going to be dropping about some of the situations that have been going on. I've been poking around and finding out some more details. So the link for the show, tomorrow's show, 12 o'clock. Don't miss it. Be here. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for joining me today. Some major things in the works. This documentary is going to be unbelievable. Shout out to Billy. I'm the behind the scenes guy, though, you know? Behind the scenes. But I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for joining me. If you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's, brother's, sister's friend about Chat with Stacks, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. Make sure you check out Patreon. If you want to donate to the show, you can hit up the Cash App at Chatting with Stacks. Or if you want to tell your story on Chatting with Stacks, just email me at billstacks2021@gmail.com. And again, if you want to donate to Lonnie's funeral services, and I think I'm going to find out who the biker is that Lonnie hit. We're going to see if we can get a GoFundMe up for him to help him out. So I hope he recovers. Craig, later on, man. Spiders Club, thank you. Yeah, it's going to be really good. Trust me, it's a high-level production. There's some big money in on this, and I'm going to give it my all. So hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe. And remember, don't be a bitch. Peace.